Totally messed that up. Oh my gosh. Hi guys. I don't want to be rude. Why start a conversation without even saying hi? I hate it when people do that. They just walk up to you and just start talking. It's like, yeah, hi. So hi. Do you ever have dreams that make you like question your level of insanity? Or sanity for that matter? So like I had a dream last night that I was like in love with one of my teachers, and I never even thought of him in this way before. Like I was not like attracted to him at all in reality. I just had this dream where like I thought he was like the hottest thing ever, and when I got home from school I like wrote him a love note and I was gonna give it to him the next day. I was talking to my friend about it in my dream and she was just like, Adria, it's so wrong, like he's our teacher. And I was just like, you know, but once I graduate in a couple weeks, you know, I'm 18 so it won't be illegal. And then I wake up from that dream and I'm like, what is wrong with me? Like, honestly, what is wrong with my head? I don't think he's that old though. I don't even think he's 30, but like, still, it's like wrong. I was like, ew, why did I think that? And now I gotta go to school and see him tomorrow, and like, that's gonna be so awkward. Luckily I didn't have to see him today because we had early dismissal. Having to see him, I'm gonna be like, but don't get me wrong, he's like one of my favorite teachers, but I was just never like attracted to him. And then when I woke up I was like, huh, now that I think about it, he's not so bad. And like, it's just so weird, you know what I mean? I wrote out this whole extensive love letter and really all that I remember from it is like, oh, I think you're the best teacher in the world and you've taught me so much, but like, I realize I have feelings for you. Like, oh my gosh, I feel so weird even saying that. So today, my mom was supposed to drive me and my sisters into school, and I had a late arrival day because of juniors testing, so I'm a senior, so I get to go in late. Yes. But yeah, my mom was picking me and my sisters up. My sisters are in middle school, so obviously they start at like 8, and I had to be at school. I didn't know I had to be at school at 9:30. I thought it was 8:30, so I sat there for an hour. But anyway, let me get to my story. My sisters, like, we were waiting outside for my mom, and it was like 7:50, and their school starts at 8. So, like, then my grandma was freaking out, and she was like, alright, you know, I'm just gonna drive you. So then, like, after they left, then my mom pulls up. Here, my mom thought she was picking up my sisters too, and I see, like, 3 coffees in the car. I'm like, are you kidding me? The first thing she says to me is, start drinking. I only had one, and she was like, just take the other 2 into school and give them to your friends. Taking the 2 coffees into school, it honestly opened me up to this whole new world of attention. Okay, if you want attention at school, take a cup holder, fill it with coffee cups, and walk into school. It's the biggest attention getter ever. I don't think I've ever had more attention drawn to myself than today. So I walk into school, and since it's like late arrival, they have like teachers sitting at the front entrance just to like tell kids where to go and whatever. And like the teachers were like, ooh, you brought us coffee. And I was like, yeah. Then I'm like walking through the hallway. So I'm alone in the hallway, and like 3 humongous, like 6-foot security guards come walking at me, and I'm like, like, it was just scary, you know what I mean? I mean, obviously I know they're nice, but like, it's just the fact that they're like huge and like, you know, security. One of them was just like, oh, you shouldn't have, you brought us coffee. And I was just like, yeah. I actually offered him one, and then I realized what an idiot I sounded. It's like, because like, I think I just panicked because I was so scared. I was like, you can have one if you want. And I was like, why did I say that? That was like so lame. Do I honestly think he was going to take one? I mean, obviously not. Alright, so I was there at 8:30. Little did I know school started at 9:30. Because nobody tells me anything. Because I don't have any real friends. No, I'm just kidding, I do. Alright, so I have my half empty, I don't know what to say, half drank or half drunk. I don't know. I know, this is like terrible, ignorant, American, stupid child. But I'm sitting there in the lunchroom. There's like barely any people there. I was like, what's wrong with this? Why is there like barely any people here? I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I thought that the bell was going to ring at 8:30. I'm looking at my clock, 8:35. Alright, when's the bell ringing? 8:40. When's the bell ringing? And then it's approaching 9 o'clock. I'm like, when is this freaking bell ringing? As soon as I have to backtrack a bit. As soon as I walked into the cafeteria, every eyeball looked at the coffee. Every single one. And like, I felt so bad. It was like, I would compare it to being like a millionaire in like a really poor town of some kind, like walking through being dressed all nice and then everyone around you being all poor and homeless and whatever. That's just what it kind of felt like. It was like, oh, I want to give everyone here coffee. Like, you get what I mean. You get what I mean. So then I sit there for an hour. The coffee's practically melting. And then I had, like, this girl, well, like, I was sitting with my one friend, and, like, then this girl comes and sits next to him, because he's sitting, like, across from me, and she's just like, I see you around all the time, and you're just so pretty. She's like, I have to know your name. I was just like, oh, it's Adria, and she was like, oh, that's so pretty. And I was just like, did you, like, want this coffee? Because, you know, you just complimented me, like, immensely, twice, about my name and my face, so you can have this coffee. You can have it. And she was like, oh, no, that's okay. I was like, this girl wasn't complimenting me to get something out of me. She was actually complimenting me, which was like a first. I was like, huh, this is fishy. I don't know how I feel about this, but she was actually complimenting me. And she was like, I know you, but I'm not creepy. Like, I know you. I've heard of you. And I was like, oh. I hope in a good way you've heard about me. Yes, I hope it's good. I hope you have a good impression of the Adria. I hope you do. And she was like, do you have a boyfriend? I was like, yeah, his name's Connell. And she was like, oh, he has a cool name too. And like, I don't know, she was just so cute. I wish I knew her name though. I didn't get her name. Oh my gosh, I feel so weird now. I didn't get her name. But yeah, I'm going to stop talking. I just had a lot to say because my day was eventful and actually quite pleasant. Before I go, I would just like to say, thank you to everybody who's following me on Instagram. I only have like 9 followers right now, which is kind of lame. Lame. I'm just gonna write lame across my face. Just lame. Lame. Speaking of lame, I just like completely got back into like NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys. I know that was like so outdated and like weird, but I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. You know, like the little girls of today, shut up, bird, I am talking. Kill that bird. I'm gonna kill. So if you haven't already, if you have Instagram, you can follow me. It's just my YouTube username, Don't Be a Sad Panda, and I just post pictures of random things. Most of it's probably gonna be food because all I do is eat food. Yeah, that's pretty much it. No, I'll post other exciting things, and also my brother has a YouTube account now, and it's actually like with his wife. He just like recently got married and whatever, and he lives like on the opposite side of the country from me. He lives really far away, and he was asking if I could show some love and give him a little shout out to promote his videos because, you know, he's trying to make some money off of YouTube because, you know, money's a tight little thing, especially when you're trying to get on your feet with an apartment. So if you could check out his video, I don't know the name of his channel, so I'm just going to put his video down there with his lovely wife. Just them talking about Xbox Live versus tanning, which is quite interesting. I would have to go with tanning because I'm Irish, I need tan, okay? So yes, that's pretty much it. This video is immensely long, and I love you all for subscribing to me and showing support to me. So I will be making new videos very soon, and I will talk to you guys later. Goodbye. I'm gonna kill that bird. I'm gonna kill that bird.